It's Monday night. You know what it means. It means a Facebook Live. And today we have a guest from the Victoriaville Tigres, Maxime Pellerin. Interview. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good, good. I want to know before we jump into hockey, I want to know what were you doing for the Super Bowl and did you win your Super Bowl?
Oh yes, I did win my Super Bowl predictions. I'm a big Chiefs fan. For the Super Bowl, we played in Rouyn-Noranda yesterday at 3 p.m. So we were riding back in Victo. So we watched the Super Bowl in the bus with the team.
All right. So
Yeah.
it wasn't an ideal setup, but I guess it was kind of fun to have that show coming back. I guess the road will look a little bit shorter having the Super Bowl playing in the bus.
Yes, for sure. And at least we were a bunch of guys together and all the team together. We had pretty much a lot of fun. So yeah, it was fun. It, it made the bus ride look way shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I guess because coming back from Rwanda is always a big run to go in Victoriaville. Are you a big football fan? Like overall, are you do you watch a lot of games out of the big events?
Yeah, I watch a lot of games, not only the big events. I love watching Sunday football, Monday night and Thursday night also. So I try to follow a bit of college football too. So
Awesome.
yeah, I love football. Yeah.
Did you play a little bit of football yourself?
I played a little bit. My younger brother used to play higher level, and my dad actually played youth sports. So yeah, we're kind of a football family too.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So when you're not playing on a Sunday, you're in front of the TV watching football. And you said you were cheering for the Chief. Is it like your team most of the time? Do you have another team, or was the Chief your team, and your team was going to the Super Bowl and eventually won it?
Yeah, so the Chiefs are really my team, my favorite team since like they won the Super Bowl in Miami. So yeah, I root for them each year. But actually, I thought 49ers would beat them yesterday, but I was pretty pumped that the Chiefs won. Yeah.
Well, they were 1 point away, right?
Yeah.
If they would have got the extra point that they missed, maybe they would have the cup today. So we won't talk that much about the football, but it's nice to know that you're a football fan and you had fun in the bus watching the game with the team yesterday. Let's jump into hockey. You've won the cup a couple of years ago. You were that team who beat the Valdor Forer, who were packed. I mean, you had a great team too, but they had like this superstar power in that team, and you're the team that won the cup that year, the COVID year. You're one of the only team who played that late in all North America. Now you're back with a contender team. How do you evaluate your team, and how do you compare it to the winning team that you've been part of a couple of years ago?
Well, I think we have a pretty good team this year. There's a core of players that we've been playing together for now 3 years. So we got a good team chemistry, and I think we got good elements on every level to beat anyone in the league. If I could compare a bit the team, because when we won in 2021, we were underdogs. We had a much different team than all the teams that made the playoff that year, so we were kind of physical and hard to play against. So that's what helped us win the cup against especially Valdor, who were like the powerhouse that year.
Yeah.
Nobody thought we would win a single game in the finals. So yeah, if I can compare, I think we're kind of built like different than the other teams that are powerhouses this year, and our good team chemistry and our leadership going up top from our staff, coaches, GM, all the way through all the players. I think we've got a bunch of leaders and leadership that can bring us to win the cup again.
Yeah, so obviously you have a couple of guys who won the cup, which actually you did, Pierre-Olivier Roy did. Do you have any other member that were part of that team?
Actually, Nathan Darvaux, our goalie,
Right.
was our third goalie that year. So he didn't suit up for a game, but he was there all year long. So yeah, he knows what the ride is like, and he's pretty pumped for it too.
Yeah, and he has been absolutely amazing the last couple of years. You're talking about Nathan Darvaux. He's on my question list. I mean, how does he? He's not a big goaltender, but how does he make all the save all the time? I mean, he's been crazy good the last 2 years.
Yes, for sure. I mean, his willpower is super is something I haven't seen much in my life. So he just wants to be the best out there every night. He's got an extremely good hands, and he's pretty quick, and he understands the game pretty well too. So he's got good hockey IQ, and he reads the plays really well as a goalie. He's a fun guy to be around too. I've been around him for now almost 5 years. So yeah, he's a really good teammate. He wants to win, and he's really fun to be around. Yeah.
He's been an highlight reel machine the last couple of years. I mean, he got the save of the night so many times and the play of the night so many times, and he made the plate of the year, plate of the month. I mean, what would you say is his strongest asset in the net? You talk about maybe his fighting in front of the net. Would you say that is his strongest asset?
Yeah, for sure. His willpower is fighting. He'll never count himself dead until the puck is behind the goal line. So he'll always fight and find a way to stop that puck. Sometimes you wonder, especially like how did he made the save, but he makes it, and it's pretty unbelievable, and that's what makes him him. And I we're pretty lucky to have him on our team, and yeah, we're fortunate to have him. He's a good leader too.
Awesome. And how is it? How is he working with Gabriel Deg, who is one of the best goaltender prospect in the for the not this upcoming draft, but the other one coming next year? How is the relationship between the both goaltenders?
Oh, I think they have a really good relationship. Uh, they Nathan is pretty good at like mentoring him and showing him the way, and sometimes just trying to calm him down and just settle down, show him the way. He's trying to show him a bit of his maturity and being overage in the league and him being a youngster. So and on the other side, Gab is a very learning goalie. He wants to learn, and he pays attention to what Darv's doing. So I think it's a pretty good fit, and they're doing good together.
As a captain, do you talk a lot with the goaltenders, or is it like a different thing? Like the goaltenders are always a bit different from the players, but I don't know. How does it work with the Victoriaville Tigres?
Our goalies are really part of the team. So I talk often with Darv. He's one of my good friends on the team. Uh, we get along pretty well, and we understand the game kind of the same way. So yeah, I believe our goalies are not like the goalie stereotype. They're uh,
They're
they're
normal? Is
they're
that what you
not.
want to
Yeah,
say?
yeah. No, they get along with the guys in the room, and people talk to our goalies, and we're just very fortunate to have a good goalie tandem as we have. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys are uh, are in good hands with both of your goaltenders, no matter who's in the net. How would you evaluate the season so far with your team? How do you see the team? And obviously, a lot of people see you as contender team. Is that how you see yourself, guys, too?
Yeah, we want to be contenders, and I feel like our team is progressing pretty well this season. Off the start, we have a pretty rough start. Uh, we had expectations towards ourselves, and uh, kind of didn't quite hold to it at the beginning of the season. But we regrouped ourselves, and lately we've been doing great. We've been winning games, and our team chemistry is doing good also. So it's pretty much important if you want to make a ride in the playoffs. So yeah, I see our team as being a good progression team since the beginning of the year, and we're ready to attack the two last months of the season.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys have been doing good so far. I mean, you're third in the West Division, who's actually pretty strong with Rouen Aranda and Drummondville. You just beat Rouen a couple days ago, so I guess you guys are ready to go, right?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, for sure. Every game we play in our division is a 4 point game, especially against Drummondville and Rouen, who are the two other powerhouses in our division. So, uh, yeah, for sure we want to win those games, and we want to compete and play our way, just to know kind of where do we find ourselves through this group, and be ready to attack, especially in the playoffs, because you can win as many hockey games as you want in the season. In the playoffs, it's you have to start all over again.
Obviously, you've been Victoriaville Tigres all your life. I mean, that's a special team for you. We'll come back on it a little bit later. We'll explain why because it's a bit of family thing for you guys. But how do you see the rivalry coming with the Drummondville Voltigeurs? I mean, we know that both teams have been rival for a long time now. You're both at the top at the same time. How do you see the rivalry coming?
Yeah, it's exciting for us. It's exciting for me, especially being a Victo native guy. But yeah, I think the rivalry built up throughout the years. Uh, Even in the past year before I was there was a rivalry always between Victo and Drummondville, especially for like dumb, like not dumb things, but like as such as Poutine or something like that, who invented it. But on the ice, I think the rivalry grew up even bigger last year when they upsetted us in the playoffs. So uh, yeah, for sure, these games mean kind of a lot for me and for the team. But especially being from Victo, there's something that is kind of hard to explain, that kind of pride of our city and everything. So the rivalry builds up, and we're at top at the same time. So it's pretty good. It'll be fun to play.
Yeah, talking about the Poutine, who would you say invented it?
Yeah, Victo for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? It's
Yeah,
that simple.
yeah.
And I'll say that, and I'll say that, always say that. I've done most of the arena in the leagues, and I have to say, the best both poutines are, in fact, in Ramonville and Victo, and I'll let people decide. But I mean, I actually mean it. The best poutine are in Victo and Raman, and I really don't invent it. I really, really mean it. Um, you said your contender team. You see yourself. How do you see the difference? You said you had a character team with the 2021 edition. How would you define your team this year? Is it a more talented team, a more, I don't know, more experienced team? How do you see that team this year?
I feel like our team is a team that grew up together. We have got good team chemistry. We know what to expect from each other, and we're kind of a good blend of like talent, grit, speed, and a character team. We've got a bunch of a nice blend of players that are ready to win, and they want to win. So yeah, I'd see our team being maybe like it's hard to compare because there no teams are really the same, but
Yeah.
uh, I'd see our team kind of in the range of the one when we won the cup. Yeah.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Talking about you now, the last 3 years have been really, really good offensively for you. I mean, you've exploded 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you've been getting points after points, game after game. What made the difference in the last couple of years for you? What clicked that made you a dominant player in that league?
Oh, being a youngster, I used to watch a lot and analyze a lot of things. And when I came on my third year in the league, 18 years old, I started having a bit more ice time. And then I was just like, I gotta get, uh, make it happen. And I knew I had the skill set, and I was a player who was able to live up to what was expected towards me. So I just like worked hard during the summers, and had a confidence through my coaching staff, and this is what like helped me going through. And when it started going well, it just never really stopped. So I'm glad. Yeah.
Got it. Now you're playing your last year in the queue for sure because you're playing your 20 years old year. What's coming up for you? Do you have like an HL team scouting around you? Do you have plan to go college? What's your plan now?
Yeah. So for sure, I like to sign a contract, but this goes really with uh especially with my season, but more importantly with my playoffs. So I want to lead the team going the furthest possible. So that's really my goal for now, and we'll see whatever opportunity presents itself after. But for sure, I want to play pro.
All right, so that's a good answer. We'll wish you a pro contract for sure, and good playoff runs. Also, we'd love to see one of the biggest team go far in those playoff. And who knows, maybe a game a playoff run against Drummondville. That'd be a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah,
The Putin series, we could call it that way. We actually call it this way every time you guys play each other. Anyway,
yeah.
so yeah, you've been getting some really good points on the board the last couple of years. You're the captain of that team. How does it feel being the captain of your I don't know, hometown team?
It feels pretty good. So yeah, I've got a strong strong pride towards Victo and the Tigers. I've been raised here, and I've been watching the Tigers since I was really young. So I'm very proud about being a captain here, and it's more about what I can do in the community with the players to make them feel like because I'm home, right? So my role is kind of to make the other players feel like they were home. So uh, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what it's all about being captain in Victo. And I'm lucky enough to have a lot of good leaders on the team to help me out through leadership. So yeah, I'm fortunate to have my teammates too.
Yeah, awesome. And yeah, you said it's home for you. Maybe you can explain why the Victoriaville Tigres, it is so special for you to have been playing your whole career there, and why this team is so special for so long for you.
Yeah, so basically, I live like 2 minutes away from the rink. Uh, then when they drafted me at 16 years old. It was a very like uh, a big moment for me. I was proud, and then I just played my whole career one here, so I've got a strong appartenancy like towards the team. I know kind of a lot of people in town. I know the organization pretty well, so yeah. This team takes a special place in my heart. Yeah.
Obviously, your family is involved with the team also. Does it had any pressure for you knowing that in some way, well, it's the team is in the family in some way. So does it had any pressure for you playing for that team?
I guess at the beginning it was harder, not being to be honest, not initially putting pressure on me, but it was just kind of a weird feeling. But when I accepted it pretty well, it started to go well. And obviously, my dad's the president, but the good thing is he's got one goal is to win the cup too, just like us. So we're pushing for towards all the same direction, and that's what's good with the team, I think.
I know you guys don't like to talk about this stuff, but not a lot of people has won two cups. How would it feel to win a second one and like finish your junior career with a cup?
Oh, it would feel just amazing. It's a feeling so hard to explain, and I feel like it would be like the cherry on top of the sundae, and uh, having a nice junior career, but just winning with the group of guys we got here would be just amazing. Because the feeling we had in 2021, even though it was just a COVID year,
Mhm.
uh, was just unbelievable. So I can't like I can't I have trouble like
Imagining.
imagining what
Yeah.
it would be like, and it would be super fun. So yeah, we're pushing towards the direction, and we're just hoping for the best for us. Yeah.
Another guy who won a cup with, we've talked about it a little bit earlier, but another guy who won a cup with you a couple of years ago. It's a player that, I mean, I'm no scout, and you guys know hockey so much more than I do, but there's a player that always impressed me, and since his first step in the league is Pierre Olivier Roy. How important is he? And do you think NHL team's going to start looking at him sooner than later?
Well, I hope, I wish for him because he's such a hardworking guy. Uh, he's a glue guy, so you want to be around him. He does everything really, really well. He works super hard on and off the ice. Attitude wise, he's got I've got nothing to say. So I really wish him for the best towards the pro. But uh, he's one of my good friends. He's reliable. I can we can always count on him either on and off the ice. So he's an unbelievable guy, and yeah, he just does everything well in the ice. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing that he's good at everything. So yeah, I wish him for the best. Yeah.
You guys have made some move to get the team better. You've got this Josh Emery. You've got Alexis Bourque can score also. Talk to me a little bit about those new guys that coming in the team and how will they help you maybe go all the way?
Yeah, Joey came in at the trade deadline. We were pretty pumped he was in. He's a super good guy. Uh, Power forward. He's fun to play with. He brings a lot of energy to the team on the bench, cheers up. So yeah, he's a big part of the team, and he's fun to play with too. I think we connected a little bit together. So yeah, it's pretty fun, and he's a great guy too. Then Alexis Bourque, he's a younger guy. I mean, 18 years old, but he's got everything to prove in this league. I think
Yeah,
he's pretty pumped to be here. He's such a great guy too, and he's got like a pretty good shot, man.
yeah, he's got a good shot.
Yeah, yeah, he's got a good shot, and he's a sick guy too. He's my roomie, so yeah,
Yeah,
he's a he's a sick guy. Yeah.
such a nice guy too, and he's got a hockey background too, right? His father played hockey in a high level too. If I'm not mistaken, his father's actually won the Memorial Cup when he was playing. If I'm not mistaken, so he's got a hockey background. He's got a winning background. I think it's gonna help you. And yeah, he got a shot. We all know that he's got a good shot. And there's another player who hasn't wear the uniform, who's coming from Victo also. He's on the website. He's a lot of people has been talking about him the last couple month. I'm talking about Tristan Luneau. I don't know what you know, but maybe you can give us an update on if we're gonna see him, and maybe if you have any news for us. Maybe you don't.
Yeah, yeah, I'd love to give you like good news, but we even I don't really have news. The only thing I know is we'll be glad if he joins us. We'll take him with our arms wide open, and if you don't, then we got to look forward and continue our season. So yeah, we wish he'll be coming back with us. And first of all, I wish he's healthy because I know
Yeah.
him kind of pretty well. We've played together when we were younger, so being from the same hometown, Victo. So yeah, I wish he's pretty healthy. I've got not really much to say other than we'll take him if he's there, but if not, we got to keep moving on.
Yeah, and you guys are good at defense too. I mean, you have guys like Noah Warren, Yasenza, you have Pierre Olivier, who we talk about, a lot of good player at defense. So even without Tristan, I'm sure you would take him. I mean, the guy played in the NHL, so I'm sure you would take him. But you guys are actually already pretty good in defense. You'd be scary with Tristan, That's that's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I think. So we got a really good decor. Even Matt Aguilar, we
Yeah,
traded at the beginning of the
so
deadline.
big.
He's doing really good with us, and he's a glue guy too. He's a super good guy, and he's fun to be around. So he's on the touch right now. I think he'll be good next soon, but yeah, we'll see.
All right. We're almost done with the English interview. We'll do the French one on the French platforms. But I know what happened in the dressing room stays in the dressing room. That's a hockey law. I want you to bring a little bit of an exception and bring us to the room. I want to know who's the funniest guy in the room.
Oh, probably Elliot Simard.
Why? Is he a trickster? Like, does he do pranks and stuff? Or is he just funny?
Yeah, he's just funny and he's not really shy. He talks a lot, does a lot of jokes. So yeah, he's fun to be around.
All right.
Puts
Awesome.
a puts a lot of life in their locker room. It's
Yeah,
nice.
that's important. You guys, you pass so much time together. I mean, you better have some fun as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, who's the DJ in the room?
Oh, we got depends. So most of the time it's either Noah Warren or Elliot Small. Sometimes Joey hits the aux too, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, are they good DJ? And it will stay between us. I won't tell them. They
Yeah.
are
They're
good.
pretty good. Yeah, I mean they're pretty good. Each got their style. Each got their style of music, but they're really open. If we ask for some tunes, they just play them, and so it's
What
pretty good. Yeah.
what kind of music do you listen?
Oh, so in the locker room, we listen to country music. We listen to rap. Sometimes we listen to house music.
Yeah.
So it depends. It really depends on the mood.
All right, who's the most superstitious player in the room? Are you all superstitious?
I think we're all a bit superstitious, but I probably think our most superstitious guy is just NLOs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why? Like, can you reveal anything that he does special that is make him so
Uh,
superstitious?
I can't really tell like why, but I think it's in his mannerism. He's got a
Yeah.
routine and a pretty strict routine. He does the always the same thing at the same time, and
Does not
yeah, probably
deviate.
probably
He
what?
he does not deviate from his routine.
Well,
Never.
he tries not to, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. You wear number 23. Why do you wear that number?
It's just a number I wore when I was younger in minor hockey in Victo. So when I came into the league, I had number 11 midget triple A. The Tigers had made me a jersey number 11, and then after my 17-year-old, I was like, oh, I think
Ready
I
for a
would be
change.
good for a change, and I
Yeah.
just went, oh, why not 23? I wore it when I was younger, so yeah, it was just a change of number, and then that's all right. That's the reason why I wear the number
So
23.
nothing really special, just because you wear it when you were young, not a player related or something.
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay, awesome. Well, Maxime, captain of the Victoriaville Tigres, thank you so much for doing this interview tonight. I wish you all the best for the end of the season and the upcoming playoff. You guys are obviously contender, and we'll be happy to follow you guys.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good
Uh,
night.
All right, thanks.